حي على الفلاح.
وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ. Don't become like those who forgot Allah. You saw in the previous surah, فَأَنْسَاهُمْ ذِكْرَ اللَّهِ. استحوذ عليهم الشيطان فأنساهم ذكر الله. Shaitan got a hold of them. He's got them on cruise control, autopilot. He made them forget the remembrance of Allah. This surah says, don't be like those who forgot Allah. فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ. Then He made them forget their own selves. We have to understand what that means. We have to appreciate what is Allah saying when He says He made them forget their own selves. Does it mean they forgot who they are? They forgot their name? They forgot to eat? They forgot to sleep? They forgot their address? They forgot their identity? What does it mean? You know, we have an animal existence, but we have a spiritual existence. There are two things that are inside of us. We eat, we sleep, we drink, we clothe. That's our animal existence. And that is what I see of you and you see of me. But there's another realm of my existence that will live on beyond this body. There's another dimension to me. That's not this body. There's something else living inside me. That's actually who Nouman is. That's who Fatima is. That's who Abdul Kareem is. That's who Yahya is. My teacher asked me a long time ago, he said, where are you? I said, Ustad, right here. He goes, okay, point at yourself. So he said, no, that's your chest. Point at yourself. That's your head. Point at yourself. Point at Nouman. I said, because that's your body. Point at yourself. Myself, my nafs. He goes a step further, my ruh is something beyond this material existence. People who remember Allah will remember that real self that lives inside them. People who forget Allah, that real self that lives inside you, that real nafs inside you, they forget that self. All that's left then is what? When there's no soul left, when there's no ruh left, what's left then to remember? The body. Eat, sleep, look good, dress nice, be comfortable, enjoy luxuries, entertain yourself, all of it for what? The body. All that's left. Allah says, don't be like the people who forgot Allah. Because if you forget Allah, Allah's ultimate punishment on you in this world, the worst psychological punishment is He will reduce you to an animal. You will forget your real self. That self that lives inside you will be forgotten. And you know, how can you take care of someone you don't even remember? If you don't remember who you really are, you're done. I'm done. How many people don't realize the real consequence of forgetting Allah? They live an existence of animals. They just live an existence of animals. That's it. That's all that's left. That's all that's left. Eat, sleep, enjoy, fulfill your urges, entertain, die. That's it. Consume. The human being consumes and leaves behind him waste. That's all he does. Wreckage, waste. That's all he leaves behind. You know, this physical existence, that's all it's capable of. Whatever it takes in, it only leaves behind wreckage. You know, we wear clothes, they get ruined. We eat food, it comes out as filth. Whatever we take in, it comes out as damage. That's what we do, we're consumers. Our ruh, however, when it consumes good, when it consumes real food, good comes out. Good comes out. Allah says, don't be like people who forgot Allah. He made them forget who they are. He made them forget that deep, that profound existence inside them. By the way, when Allah Azza wa Jal created our bodies, with what ingredient? Soil. He did not command the angels to make sajda. He says, فَإِذَا سَوَّيْتُهُ وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي فَقَعُوا لَهُ سَاجِدِينَ. Once I'm done fashioning him, and then I've blown the ruh, my ruh into him, then make sajda to him. When was the human being honored? When what came in? The ruh. There were plenty of creatures of dirt to go around. There's plenty of that to go around. This is a very heavy question for my personal life, for your personal life. Where am I headed? People have midlife crisis, right? Have midlife crisis. 40 years old, I'm about to die. No man, your body's going to die. Your ruh is going to live on. And we should have our midlife crisis at youth. I'm young now, which means I'm a teenager now, which means I am the most answerable to Allah. These are the most valuable. This is when my body wants the most out of me. And this is when I will bankrupt my soul. I should be most worried now, when I am capable of just completely being oblivious to the needs of my soul. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. Those are the inherently corrupt. You know what fisq in Arabic? You know, fisq and fasad? For something to go bad, rotten, violate. You violate yourself in this ayah. You violated the sanctity that Allah had put inside you. This beautiful ruh Allah gave, and you know what we do? We take it and we trap it inside our heart, and we wrap our heart with this hard surface of rock, of desires, of jealousy. We just let that soul just suffocate deep inside. And don't let it out. Don't let it speak. Your conscience is killed. Allah then says, لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. The people of fire and the people of Jannah are not equal. And I argue in this ayah, there's a duality of meaning. There's not just people of fire on the day of judgment and people of Jannah on the day of judgment. The one who suffocated his soul is already in fire. He's already living a life of misery. And the people whose souls are intact, they enjoy a bliss now that nobody can ever appreciate. People who really remember Allah, Allah bi dhikrillahi tatma'inna al-qulub. There's a contentment you have. You're already starting to taste Jannah in this life when you have real iman. When you don't forget Allah. And when you're oblivious to Allah in your life, then misery has started already. You live a miserable existence. Ashabul Jannah humul faizun. The people of Jannah, they're the ones that have attained the ultimate success. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن. Had we sent down this Qur'an ala jabalin, had we sent this Qur'an down on a mountain. You know, in Surah Al-A'raf, Musa alayhi salam wanted to see Allah. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, "Lan tarani," you can't see me. But if you want to appreciate something, Allah showed a little bit of His tajalli, little bit of His glory. He showed it to what? You know? He showed it to a mountain. What happened to the mountain? It exploded. وَخَرَّ مُوسَى صَعِيقًا. Musa fell unconscious. Allah says, if we sent this Qur'an on a mountain, what did Allah send the Qur'an on? Hearts. The heart of the human being. And what contains the heart? What's contained inside the heart? The remembrance of Allah. Allah says, if we sent this Qur'an on a mountain, لَرَأَيْتَهُ خَاشِعًا. You would have seen the mountain turn soft. Khushu' literally means of your muscles to relax out of fear. That's what khushu' means. You get numb. You will see the mountain starting to melt. Mutasaddi'an. Implode. Explode. Tear up. Min khashiyatillah. From the fear of Allah. That's the fear of Allah that the Qur'an's revelation the effect it would have on a mountain. And how is it? It's the same Qur'an. Same Qur'an that we're listening to in Taraweeh, that we're listening to in the car. And this rock inside is harder than any mountain doesn't explode. Nothing happens. You know when rock explodes, water comes out? You know that? When rocks tear open, then what came out in the Qur'an? Waterfalls. Right? Infajarat. فَانْفَجَرَتْ مِنْهُ اثْنَتَا عَشْرَةَ عَيْنًا. Rocks break open, water comes out. When this rock breaks open, what comes out? Tears. Tears. How come this rock's not opening? How come this word of Allah is being read? You and I are listening to it. Nothing. No movement. And Allah Azza wa Jalla showed His own glory to a mountain, it couldn't take it. And in the case of our messenger, He says that glory is manifest in His word. The word of Allah has that glory that I'm giving you exposure to. Min khashyatillah. The previous ayah, the discussion was, those who forget Allah, Allah makes them forget themselves. Remember that? Those who forget Allah, Allah makes them forget themselves. And this Qur'an came to remind you of your true self. And Allah is telling us, no other creation was worthy of receiving this Qur'an. Your heart was given something special. Your nafs is something special. It can take my word and carry it and share it with others.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. If you enjoyed this video, please do share it with friends and family. If you want to see more videos from this series, click on the box at the top. If you want to see other videos, click on the box at the bottom. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks.